Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, T-Bone, from the LUNSB Show with T-Bone and Chick Brew. It's Sunday morning. It's 10:30. It's time for the Supplemental. That melodious tune this morning was brought to you by the famous people of Spindrift, bubbled water with bigger bubbles. Pinkies up. On the TikTok, I have no idea what's going on over there, so I really don't want to spend any time messing with it because it's just confusing. There's just a big old LUNSB thing where my face is, and I don't know how to change that. Again, we do that as an ancillary. We do this as the primary. We do the Supplemental on Facebook live Sunday mornings, 10:30 Eastern Daylight Eastern Standard Time. That's every Sunday. 10:30 on the East Coast of the United States. So if any of you out there do things with me, know that Fridays at 6 p.m. and Sundays at 10:30, I am obligated to the audience. If you are planning things during those time frames, you don't love me. I don't know if Dom is joined or not, but if he is, it's good to see you over there. Again, this is primarily for Facebook audience. I look at you occasionally, and I don't know how to remove the thing that I see, so we're just dealing with that. Every Sunday, we do the Supplemental, and during the Supplemental, we do three things. We talk about your national days of the week. We tell you about a community, a comedy, or a charity note, and we finish it off all with This Week in History, a trivia style. Let's get it started with your national days of the week. Tomorrow, the federal holiday, forever known as Columbus Day. We have national things. And out of the four options that ChatGPT chose for me, I decided to go with National No Bra Day. Now, for me, No Bra Day is every day, but I could probably use a little support these days. But, if you got them, let them out. Let them hang. And celebrate what used to be renamed to Indigenous Peoples Day, the way the Indigenous peoples lived, braless. Go without a bra on No Bra Day, Monday, October the 13th. Moving on. That was a short one. Sorry. I thought I'd spend more time on, things I love. I turned off Robert. I want to play along, but this damn screen is not agreeing with me, so I play along together. I can't comment on the video. Okay. Sorry about all the technical difficulties you may be having. Buy a new phone. Get a computer. Stop with the excuses. Love you. Now say bye. Here we go. October the 14th. Tuesday, October the 14th, is National Dessert Day. I like all kinds of desserts. I really can't think of any dessert that's ever been invented that I did not like. Even dessert that's got lava in it. You give me a chocolate lava cake and I'll eat that. Give me a couple of M&Ms and I'll eat those and we'll call it dessert. I cannot think of a dessert made in the history of mankind that I don't like. Is there one for you? Is there a dessert that you just can't stand? If so, get over yourself. It's supposed to be sweet and delicious. And if you think it isn't, something's wrong. I mean, there are people in the world who don't like ice cream. And those people should be wearing a hug me jacket and in room with padding on the walls. We'll call it acoustic tiles so no one hears their screams. But it'll be good cushy padding so they can't hurt themselves. Put them in a I love me jacket and put them in a room where they can't hurt themselves. If you don't like ice cream, you are not mentally stable. If you don't like desserts, the same argument holds true. It is Pumpkin Fest. It's a holiday weekend. Don't have a lot of live viewers. That's okay, because I'll take you when you're not live. I will be the necrophiliac of viewership. Moving on. Here we go. Wednesday, October 15th, is National Mushroom Day. Now, there are, opposite of National Dessert Day, National Mushroom Day, there are mushrooms that I don't like. And I primarily don't like mushrooms because here's the thing. You got this thing that grows and it has intelligence and it's probably from another world. Mushrooms, man, they break all the rules. And to protect themselves, the delicious ones can disguise themselves as the deadly ones. And only when you need another Timmy do you find out that the chanterelles that you thought you were going to eat are the chanterelles that will end your eating forever. It is a fantastic weight loss drug because you can lose all of it. I won't ask what your favorite mushroom is. I'm just going to remind you, leave it to the professionals. If you're out in the woods and you see a beautiful little mushroom that looks like Santa Claus sat there, let that be, or you will be tripping balls, and then you could die. Every food that we as humans eat required death. We had to pick the guy that was the least favorite person in the village and say, "Hey, Joey, give that a try. Tell us if that's going to kill us." So he's out there in the mushroom fields of Italy, and he picks up a thing, and he finds a truffle, and it's wonderful, and it's delicious, and it costs a lot of money. And then the next day he goes back to work, and he finds a non-truffle, a thing of no goodness, and then they use that to poison the enemy. Yeah, mushrooms. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Like freaks. Huh? Houdini reference. Anyway, if you like mushrooms, find a way to experience some. Fried. Oh, I like them fried. I like them stuffed. I like them stuffed and fried. I did do that. And my friend Caetano is having a birthday today, and I remember when I gave him fried stuffed mushrooms, and he was so amazingly polite about taking a bite out of it and then quietly putting it in his napkin, because he non gusto. Sorry, my friend, but thank you for trying. Celebrate mushrooms on Wednesday, October 15th. National Mushroom Day. I'm taking a sip now from a beverage that is not currently a sponsor. Spindrift, made with 100% natural fruit juices. And unlike other bubbled water, it comes with calories. 3 of them, to be specific. Moving on. I don't think we have those anymore. I don't have those either. Thursday, October 16th is National Liqueur Day. Not to be confused with liquor, liqueur is its slightly retarded cousin. Usually, because it doesn't have quite as much kick, but it does have way more sugar. Tequila Rose, I think that's a liqueur. Midori, not just a adult film actress, also a liqueur. Sambuca, not a liqueur. I don't know what is and what is not a liqueur. I know what liquors are. I think I know what liquors are, but it's possible. Like the spellings of liquor and liqueur, there's possibly a little line there where I don't know. I always thought the liqueurs were really sweet. Spindrift's got some bubbles in it. Big bubbles, so I've heard. Liqueurs are really sweet and liquors are not. That's my definition. I don't know the difference. Read the label and enjoy yourself on Thursday, October 16th. National Liqueur Day. Man, there is either nobody out there today or something is wrong. Let me bounce over here for a second. No, I got no comments. I got no viewers. Am I even live? That's unusual. I have one over there. Who's over here? Can I see who this is? Apple user 792. Hello, Apple user 792. At least somebody's getting this. Again, it's not that big of a deal if you don't catch me live. You can always watch this later, and sometimes the later versions are better because I clean up some of the silliness. But I do miss the interaction with my regulares. Is today Sunday? When you get a 3-day weekend, no, today's Sunday. Okay, I got nobody, not even the producer, not even my partner in crime, who's messing with my day. Anyway, I guess I still got a show to do, so we're going to do it whether there's someone there or not. Friday, October 17th. There are several to choose from. I'm going to go with this one. Friday, October 17th. It's National Pay Back a Friend Day. Now, it's got a little money symbol off to the side of it, and when you hear about pay back a friend, of course you think about money. Let me tell you this. Let me be clear about this. Don't worry about it. No, you don't have to worry about it. If you are my friend and you need money, I will give you money. And if you don't pay me back that money, don't worry about it. Just don't ever call on me again for anything. Ever. You heard? Herb Day. Yeah, because, whoever once said it very wisely said, if I loan you $100 and you avoid me for the rest of your life because you don't want to pay me back my money, it was worth it. It is worth it to get those kind of people out of your life. Now, that's sinistra. That's the one side of me. The other side of me reads that same day, National Pay Back a Friend Day, with optimism. Okay? Cynicism and then optimism. Why don't you think of it this way? You have a friend and that friend has done great things for you. Do something nice for them. That should be the thing that is a friendship. You do something for your friend does something nice for you. That's what friends do. But if you ever need a reminder that maybe you haven't been the best friend in a friendly relationship, maybe Friday, October 17th is a good reminder to pay back your friend. And if you owe money, never see them again. Okay, that's Friday, October 17th. National Pay Back a Friend Day. Moving on. Yes, this is much necesito. Saturday, October 18th is National Clean Up Your Virtual Desktop Day. Now, I'm not really sure what a virtual desktop is. Oh, okay. This is a desk and this is a desktop. And on the computer, it's still my desktop. It's called a desktop. But to differentiate the two, we're going to call that one the virtual desktop. Okay, no problem. A lot of people need to celebrate Sunday, October 18th. This should not be a Saturday. This should not be a holiday, or National Day of Remembrance, or whatever we call these things. This should be a weekday. It should be like the last Friday of the calendar year should be National Clean Up Your Virtual Desktop Day. Because many of you, I've seen your desktops. And if that's how you live your life, I don't want to ever see the inside of your household. we clean up our house, maybe we could clean up our virtual desktops as well. Just once a year as a reminder, because it does no good to put everything there without a file system. It doesn't help you. It doesn't make it easier to locate later. If your virtual desktop is just cluttered with a bunch of files, you go into Explorer or whatever the Apple equivalent is, and you list by details and most recently created, and you're defeating the purpose. Clean up your desktop. Don't be a virtual slob. Get it? That is a Saturday, October 18th, National Clean Up Your Virtual Desktop Day. And finally, Sunday, October 19th. Oh, I need to pick it first and then do the thing. Here we go. Oh, shoot. I just thought about something. Without anybody watching today, because it's a holiday weekend and I've got absolutely no viewers for whatever reason, or I'm being blocked or shadow banned, I don't know. But when it comes to the questions of the week, well, we're going to zip right through those, aren't we? Sunday, October 19th. I got to choose one of these real quick. Oh, that's good. That's okay. It's not so good. I don't know anything about that. We will do our best with this one. Sunday, October 19th. It's National Evaluate Your Life Day. Now, considering that the day before was National Clean Up Your Virtual Desktop Day, on the day after, it's time to do the same with your actual desktop, with your life. Are you, remember, we focus on positive. We may say negative things, but throughout the course of the LUNSB Show or the Supplemental or the Warno, the overall attitude is optimism and positivity. And when it comes time to reevaluate your life, and it happens to be on a Sunday, think about all of the things that you need to do. And remember these kind words, ladies and gentlemen. If you died today, within 2 weeks, the world has moved on. Unless you are next level, unless you've done some amazing things, made some incredible bonds and relationships and friendships and inventions and donations, unless you've done all of those things, the reality is within 2 weeks, everyone's moved on. They're sad, but they've moved on. And use this day, Sunday, October 19th, as an opportunity to evaluate your life. Is there a way that you could do things that would make people remember you for, I don't know, a third week? Maybe a fourth week? Think of those people famous people who have died that, they provided us some level of entertainment because they were famous. And then, a couple of years later, we find out they've been dead for several years. We're like, oh, geez, I didn't know that guy died. 2 weeks. Everybody, you give your boss a 2-week notice. They never give you a 2-week notice. Neither does death. Death usually doesn't give you a 2-week notice. Usually it's boom, gone. And then other people got to pick up the pieces. And when they're picking up the pieces, make sure it's pick upable. Give them a little something to think about. I have been hiding money in my clothes for years. So I make you either go through my clothes one last time in remembrance of me, or when you donate all of my clothes to the Goodwill or throw all of them in the dump, maybe somebody can get some money. Plus, if I ever get robbed, I'm never broke. I just go to my old clothes and go through the pockets. These are the things I will think about. I don't know what you're going to think about on National Evaluate Your Life Day. Sunday, October 19th. Moving on. All right, I got 2 over there. Mr. Taney, are you over there? Because I don't know. I can't get rid of this thing, and your face is behind the monitor thing. I don't know how to get rid of it. Oh, did I just get rid of it? You can move it. It's been there the whole time. I didn't know what to do with it. Oh, look at that. I can move it around and oh, so nice. But I need you and your family over on the Book of Faces, man. I need you there. Am I liking my own thing? I don't want to like my own thing. I hate this freaking view. Sorry that you have to look at me in this direction. All right. More face on, neck out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I need you guys on Facebook because we're getting ready to do the, quiz, and your family is a large part of the quiz every week. Thanks for pointing that out, though. That's funny. It was just sitting there the whole time. I'm like, what the hell, man? How would I do with that? It's still annoying as can be. Anyway, it's now time for your charcom. I haven't figured out which way I want to do that yet. Basically, once a week we come to you and we tell you about a community, a charity, or a comedy event that we want you to know about. We recently wrapped up our association with Animals Are Us and their big cash raffle. That was a fun time. I did not win, but somebody did win, and all of the local animal rescues in the area also won because all of the money went to them. So when we don't have any of those, there's two charities I'm going to remind you about and ask you to consider. If you live in central Pennsylvania, I want you to look up Esperanza Animal Rescue. They are an animal rescue that does great things right here in south central Pennsylvania. And they are always in need of donations. Of course, if you're any of our friends looking or watching in the Road to Spain area, we're going to remind you that RAL can always use your time, energy, money. If you're willing to provide any of those three, RAL, Rhoda's Animal Welfare League. It's located out there just across the street from the drive-in movie theater, and they've always got dogs that need adopting. They've always got cats that need adopting, and they've always got pets that need to be taken care of. So if you got time, energy, or money that you can donate any of or all three to, Rhoda Animal Welfare League in Rhoda, Spain, or Speranza Animal Rescue in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, we just want to say, do what you can do. Make a difference. Try. Do something nice. And that has been your charity community comedy event. Looking over there, it still looks like I got the Tainies over there, and I don't have anybody over here. And, well, that means when it gets time to do the quiz, we're just going to punch through. We're not even going to wait for anybody's answer. I don't care. I'm going to have a whole bunch of NFGs. A whole bunch of them. Because I don't know why. Here we go with This Week in History, trivia style. Every week we do 7 questions. They're multiple choice questions. They're set to medium level of difficulty, and we do our best collectively to answer them all correct. Or we do our best, all of us, to answer them all correctly. I will give you the question. I will give you the multiple choice answer. And I don't know the answers to the questions. I will explain my answer. We will move on. You keep your own score. I'll keep my own score. Again, the goal every week is to go 7 for 7. Question number 1. In 1792, what significant building project began in Washington, D.C.? On this day in 1792, what significant building project began in the swamp? Was it the Capitol Building, the Executive Mansion, also known as the White House? Was it the Washington Monument, or Biblioteca di Congresso, the Library of Congress? Those are your multiple choice options. I am going to give you my answer. I believe in 1792, I think it was time to start building the Capitol. That's what I think. I have no knowledge at all on any of this. That's my guess. I'm sticking with it. Moving on. October 13th, 1943. What country declared war on its former Axis partner? October 13th, 1943, which country declared war on its former Axis partner? Was it Spain, Japan, Italy? Update the comment, son. I don't know. Or Hungary. Spain, Japan, Italy, or Hungary. Those are, oh, yeah, look at all. Why was that doing that? Huh. Interesting. All right, we're going to get through question number 2, and then I'm going to come back and, I don't know what was happening there. October 13th, 1943, what country declared war on its former Axis partner? Spain, Japan, Italy, Hungary. You tell me. I'm going to look at your comments. I'm going to come back and see your answers for question number 2. And then I'm going to drag this over her. Yeah, I don't know why they weren't showing up. Where is everyone? Yeah, that was a great question. Here at soccer tournament, Jess is with soccer moms. The comments were not loading. Bruh. Our janitor's name is Miguel. I have no idea why that was important. This was from the last Know Your People thing you did. Okay. I am going back and forth. Okay. He is going back and forth. No sound at the toll of the time, though. I am here. Fix the chats. White House. Okay. Fix the freaking comments, son. Just go with it. Italy. All right. I think we're all caught up. Oh, I got to shoot. Stupid spindrift. La 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 la. James, I believe, answered Italy. Nope, that's the wrong one. Doesn't matter. The answers aren't there. Okay. Okay. Italy. And I'm going to drag this and put that over there. I also agree. The Italians made a smart decision in that being friends with Germany was no longer a good idea. And they realized that as the Americans were kicking down their doors. So my answer is Italy. James's answer is Italy. And it looks like he's probably the only one playing along today. Oh, hey, we got some loves over there. Night Fury gave us a like. Thanks, Night Fury. Question number 3. The 33 Chilean miners trapped underground were rescued on October 13th in what year? October 13th of what year were the 33 Chilean miners rescued? Led by the most popular Chilean of them all, Mr. George Clooney. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure that was Ocean's 33. I think that's what that was. Was it 2008, 2010, 2012, or 2014? Using Tony's method of answering multiple choice questions when you don't know the answer, I get rid of the lowest, I get rid of the biggest. I'm left with a 50-50 choice between 2010 and 2012. I'm going to go with 2012. That's my guess. Keeping track of my guesses so far, in case you're following along, I went with the Capitol building, Spain, and now 2012. He has a 2010, but he adds a question mark. Like, 2010? Yeah, I'm the same way. 2012? Was that big of a thing? Question number 4. What organization was founded on October 13th, 1843? What organization was founded on October 13th, 1843? Here are your multiple choice options. Was it the Rotary International? Was it B'nai B'rith? B'nai B'rith? Strange use of commas. The Salvation Army, or the Red Cross? You said before the multiple choice, 2010 question mark, before the multiple choice. Well, aren't you special? Aren't you Just so daggone smart. Give yourself a star, sir. You deserve it. Again, what organization was founded on October 13th, 1843? Was it the Rotary International? Was it B'nai B'rith? Was it the Salvation Army? Or was it the Red Cross? I'm going to go with the Red Cross. That's my guess. And I don't really... and James is going to go with the Red Cross as well. And that's all who we're waiting on today. Oh, the Night Fury over there gave us some likes on the Book of Faces, or the Takatiks, whatever it was. Here we go. Finally, one that's not on the 13th. Which of these is observed October 15th and has health hygiene significance? Which of these is observed on October 15th and has health hygiene significance? Here are your multiple choice options. National Dessert Day. Seems like we just talked about that. Global Hand Washing Day. National Fossil Day. Or National Mushroom Day. Well, I feel like this is one of those questions that kind of answers itself. Because unless it's about not eating dangerous mushrooms, as previously covered in this week's episode, or not eating spoiled desserts that can kill you, as previously covered in this week's episode, I've never known a fossil to be good for health or hygiene. I'm going to go with the thing I wish more people would do, quite honestly. I see you all the time, you nasty, nasty people. You go to the bathroom, you don't wash your hands, and you're in a public place, and you touch everything with your dirty hands. I believe the answer to question number 5 is Global Hand Washing Day. Wash your hands, you nasty. See, I can't say bad words. I mean, I can. I just choose not to. Question number 6. October 14th is celebrated as National Dessert Day. Which of the following qualifies as a dessert in classical French cuisine? Interesting. I'm going to try to pronounce some words I've never seen before. And we've got to determine which of the following actually qualifies as a dessert in classical, and dessert is in quotations, in classical French cuisine. Is it a soupe à l'oignon? Soupe à l'oignon? I'm just trying to pronounce the first one. We'll get past that. Soupe à l'oignon. Is it a creme brulee? Is it a cassoulet? Or is it a quiche? Those are your 4 options. Which one of these is defined as a dessert in classical French cuisine? Right? Exactly. Where is Trick Boo for this question? Is it a soupe à l'oignon? A creme brulee? And you wouldn't believe the amount of little things they have over the letters in brulee. Is it a cassoulet or a quiche? I am going with a creme brulee because I'm pretty sure I've eaten one and I feel like it was very desserty. What is your answer? If Chick Brew was here, her answer would be like a beagle on a tarp, a crepe. It's not one of the options, James. All right, that's that. And finally, question number 7. October 16th is noted as National Train Your Brain Day and World Food Day. Which of these has been a UN observance since 1945? Well, AI is not ready to take over the world. This question doesn't meet our format. It's a this or that question. You got a 50-50 chance of getting it right, but I don't know why National Train Your Brain Day would be observed by the United Nations, who have proven time and time again that that is an organization with very little brains. I believe World Food Day has been recognized by the United Nations since 1945. And that is not a multiple choice question. That is more like a true or false. Answers, please, is what I type into the computer as I burp loudly. And here are the correct answers to your supplemental show prep history quiz for October 13th through the 19th. Question number 1 was not the Capitol, as I guessed. It was the White House. Good job, Mr. Taney. Question number 2 was, in fact, Italy. Question number 3, the 33 miners, or Ocean's 33 as I called it, were rescued in 2010. And you got it before the thing, the multiple choices. So good for you. Yeah, I will fire AI as soon as you step up and do its job. That's not fire. You said effing. I see it now. Question number 4, B'nai B'rith was actually founded in 1843. Not the Red Cross, as we both guessed. Global Hand Washing Day, observed October 15th, even though it's technically global. This was a knowledge check. I hate you. I hate you every day. I hate IA. Autistic intelligence. Question number 6 was creme brulee, and I see your answer. Good job putting all the little symbols above all the little letters there. Creme brulee is a classic French dessert that literally means burnt cream. I didn't know that. Learned something today. And of course, question number 7 was not about Train Your Brain Day in 1945 to the United Nations. It was about World Food Day. That's it. That's everything. We go through this pretty fast when there's not a lot of people playing along. And today there was not a lot of people playing along, but I understand people got lives. I hope you enjoy this later as you're watching it later. Robert piped in, said something was going on with his screen. He'd have to watch it later. And I'm sure everyone else is just enjoying the long weekend. Either way, I take no offense, and I'm going to do these whether I have an audience or not. I remind you today, as I remind you every day, just be the best person that you can be. And if you were a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow. Chick Bruce sends her love. And with that, I say, as I always say, LUNSB.